Yes, I know you are about to leave and go back to your office. Usually, in the past 10 years or 9 years, I have to earn my lecture series by taking up 2 minutes or 3 minutes of some concluding remarks. It's extremely difficult to make a summary of Lord Green's speech today. It's so clear. But as usual, I learn a lot, from every speech. Now, from what I understand, Lord Green's speech has 3 parts. The first part is a delineation of Xi Jinping's thought. The second part is the evolution of the international order. And the third part, very short and most important, is the financial crisis. Now, for the first part, Xi Jinping's thought, I have been reading about it, but I'm so clear now, after Lord Green, your speech about Xi Jinping's thought. It has 2 parts. Internally, my understanding is quality of growth is more important than the quantity of growth in China. That's one of his key points. Quality in terms of the environment, in terms of the rule of law, and in terms of equality among people, equality among the provinces, and the quality of products produced under innovation, the slogan of China 2025. Externally, Xi Jinping's thought is really to go globalize, to be more international, to take up more international responsibilities, and to produce the concept of a common, in a sense, harmony, common good, for the world's community. So that clears up my mind very much about Xi Jinping's thought. The evolution of international order, my understanding is, despite the fact that I am very interested in history, but I'm very much enlightened by Lord Green's points on the evolution of international order. Basically, it's concert of powers, from in the past 300, 400 years. And only once a while, you have the predominance of one major power. And today, according to Lord Green, we are still in the age of concert of powers. The powers are United States, China, India, even Japan, Russia, etc. So if this is the case, from an investment language, we should all long China, long United States, long India in particular, and perhaps also long Russia and Japan. But one thing I got was maybe you should short EU, Europe, despite the fact that when you answer Jenna's question, you paint some optimism. But my interpretation is we should short EU. So that is the evolution of international order. But most recently, I think Lord Green was worried by what happened in the post-war years, the lacking international governance and the rise of nationalism. But despite all this, Lord Green still thinks that there are a lot of economic and business opportunities. Lastly, most of us want to hear financial crisis. When we proposed the subject to Lord Green, at the back of our mind, we were thinking we had a financial crisis in 1987-88. We closed down our stock markets then for 4 days. Then in 1997 to 1998, we have the Asian financial crisis. And in 2007 to 2008, we have the global financial crisis. Actually, we wanted to pose a question to Lord Green. Are we going to have a financial crisis in 2018? Now, the question seemingly was not quite answered. But if you listen or read between the lines, I think Lord Green saying probably there's no financial crisis in 2018. We can be optimistic. So I think that is what I learned from Lord Green this afternoon. And thank you very much, Lord Green, once again, for honoring our lecture series. I have to thank my students, of course. My students in the 1970s and the 1980s, they all funded this and established lecture series. And I would like to thank the Faculty of Business and Economics for hosting this event every year. And I would like to thank, of course, the support of the university. You can see today the Post-Chancellor is here, the Council Chairman is here. So with all the support of everybody, thank you very much and see you next year. Thank you very much.